We are often asked, what does United Way do? Well, we're kind of like a toolbox. Our mission is to improve lives by uniting the caring power of community in Johnson and Washington counties. In other words, we help people, but we don't just give people help. We give them the tools they need to help themselves. Instead of temporary fixes, we're all about long-term solutions. It starts with research around our 3 impact areas: education, health, and income. Then we team up with local organizations to fund the resources people need to become stable. Each organization's services vary widely, from those you may be aware of to those that are less obvious, but not less important. Thus, by uniting them all, United Way helps individuals and families get back on their feet. But that's just part of what we do. United Way has created initiatives to fill in identified gaps. We are the volunteer center for our community and support 211, the resource line and app that assists people in finding the help they need. And of course, we're there for our neighbors before, during, and after a disaster, raising funds, mobilizing volunteers, and engaging local partners to ensure community stability. Let's see United Way in action. Meet Julia. Julia, an independent working single mother of 2, was making ends meet. Her job with a local hair salon allowed her to cover her monthly expenses and provide for her 4- and 7-year-old children. Unexpectedly in March, community spread of COVID-19 closed Julia's salon. Her son's school did not resume classes after spring break, and her daughter's preschool shut down. Julia and her family self-quarantined to protect themselves and their neighbors. With Julia at home without an income and extra expenses, she found her bills were quickly mounting. She filed for unemployment, but due to the nature of a hairdresser's income, she had to wait for approval. As her resources dwindled, she knew she needed help. Julia reached out to a United Way funded community pantry for food, applied for assistance through the county, and then called the United Way of Johnson and Washington County's disaster line for help. United Way helped Julia and her family with assistance for her April rent and a gift card to get household supplies that were desperately needed. As her unemployment benefits activated, Julia was able to cover her next month's rent and utilities, but still needed support with feeding her children. Julia is now glad to be back at work as our community is reopening, but is faced with the challenge of finding childcare for her children where space is limited. Julia and her family are only 3 of the literally thousands of lives United Way touches every year. We are rigorously working to overcome not only our current health and economic crisis, but making the vital connections to drive real change for our future. All of this is only possible because of donors like you. But your support is needed now more than ever. United, we know we can provide the tools we need to build stronger communities.